You're listening to Michigan Real Talk with Paul and Tina Curtis, and we're here with Gerald Moore. This is our More with More segment. How are you, Jerry?
I am phenomenal. How about yourself?
Terrific. Well, Gerald, you're the district director for the Small Business Administration in Michigan, and you cover a lot of territory. But I know you have a new thing that you kind of a pilot program you started up. You call it Get to Yes.
That's correct.
And now this is part of SBA's 3 C's, access to capital. Let me see if I get these right. You can quiz me on this.
I will.
Access to capital is one of the C's, cash. Another one, counseling. And then the third one about federal contracting. I wanted to talk to you about this first C, access to cash, and the Get to Yes program. What is the Get to Yes program?
Get to Yes program is a phenomenal program that has come about as a result of me and my staff traveling throughout the state of Michigan. As we talked about last time, I've had the good fortune to have traveled to all 83 counties in the state of Michigan. One of the things that was pretty consistent as we traveled throughout the state was folks in rural Michigan and urban Michigan. There was an undertone of we can't get access to capital because of where we live or because of who we are. Now, we know that our lenders believe, and we believe, that good deals get done, period, end of story. So what we wanted to do was make certain that we put our constituents in a position to be better able to put forth those good deals. So it's comprised of 3 key components. The first one, really want to educate our small businesses on the 5 C's of commercial lending and what debt financing is all about. Most of our small businesses, if they've never had to access commercial debt, commercial lending, then they simply don't know what they don't know.
Yeah, and that's true of business culture, right? I mean, you talk about access to capital, you talk about feeling a little as an outsider, maybe sometimes feeling like you're an outsider looking in, whether that's an urban setting or even a rural setting. Part of that might be getting used to business culture. I mean, you use a phrase like the 5 C's of commercial lending, and I've heard that phrase before, but I remember the first time I heard it, it was, huh? What's that? Right? So tell me about the 5 C's of commercial lending.
Some of the lenders may even be, listeners may be going, wow, no, what is that?
Right.
So when we talk about the 5 C's of commercial lending, we're talking about what we call capacity, conditions, collateral, character, and cash flow. Right? Those are things that our lenders have to look at when they're talking about the viability, if you will, of a project or a deal. Those things are extremely important. So we go into detail what those things mean and how they impact our borrowers and their ability to potentially get a project done.
And so 5 C's of commercial lending is part of the education, but you said something about helping people really think about their business plan, because when you get in front of commercial lenders, you better have a plan and a particular kind of plan that they're interested in seeing. Tell me about commercial business plan.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. So 3 legs to this stool. First leg, as you talked about, is the educational component. Let's make certain that we educate our small businesses. But the next piece is really key. Most people have never accessed debt financing, have no idea what lenders are looking for.
Yeah.
So what we do is we really take them through that process of ensuring, one, they have a business plan, and again, a business plan that lenders need to see. Not a 35-page business plan necessarily, but it depends on the business that you're in, but something short, to the point, and concise. And in addition to that, you've got to have financials. Those financials consist of your balance sheet, your profit and loss statement, and of course cash flows. Right? At the end of the day, it's a simple algorithm. Is cash flow greater than debt service? Right? If you can't service the debt, if you can't pay the loan back, then you're not going to get a loan. Right? So we try to keep it real simple.
Doesn't matter your geography. A bad deal is a bad deal. Right.
All day long.
And so the business plan, the financials, you've got counselors that really can help with people. So this Get to Yes program that's just launched, really focused on urban and rural businesses, has got a team of people that have really resourced this, right? So if you're out there and you're thinking about, I've got a great idea, or I've been in business, I know what I'm doing, I just need the right help, check out the Small Business Administration. Gerald Moore, District Director here in the state of Michigan, has been putting together teams of people, all 83 counties, but in particular this Get to Yes program is focused on urban centers and rural settings. And then you actually get people in front of a little practice squad, right? You get a little practice squad, we call it mock loan. Tell me about that.
The mock loan committee is extremely important. What we do is we work with our lending community, and the lending community has been extremely receptive of the program. We assemble lenders who have a great commercial lending experience, so they're not representing their lending institution, they're representing their expertise in the field.
Okay.
So I have a mock loan committee of anywhere from 5 to 7 lenders. Our potential borrowers go in front of, with the assistance of our counselors, go in front of those lenders, and they get to pitch their deal and come away with feedback. And that feedback's invaluable. They then take that feedback, and where applicable or where possible, they'll update their business plan, they'll update their financials.
Right.
To prepare them to actually meet with the lender. Now, clearly, let's say days receivables is supposed to be 60 days, and right now you're at 60-day collections. You're not going to be able to fix that in a couple of days. So some things are going to require more time, longer pole in the tent,
Right.
but at least those small business owners will know what some of the potential hangups might be.
Kind of a dress rehearsal, find the weaknesses, be able to fix the problems.
Or at least be able to speak to them.
And yeah, right, at least be able to speak to them and take your best shot.
That's exactly it.
Right, that's outstanding. And then it's time to actually meet with the lenders. Is that it?
That is really the key. You know, all of this dress rehearsal, as you talked about, you know, the education component, the business plan, the financials, and the mock loan committee is really to prepare them for that final session where they are going to get to meet with 10 to 12 lenders. Think about if you had to do this on your own. Go
right.
bank to bank, you have to establish relationships. You know, we've already worked with the lenders. They know what to expect. You're going to get an opportunity to meet with lenders on a scheduled basis. So you'll get 20 to 30 minutes with that lender. And now if you ever had a 30-second elevator pitch, this is the time to use it, right?
Right. There you go. But you've practiced up. You've had a chance to put it together. Gerald Moore with the Small Business Administration District Director here in Michigan in the Get to Yes program. If you need help with your business, give us a call off air at 248-545-4700. That's 248-545-4700. Or you certainly can go directly to the SBA.gov website, right? www.sba.gov. You're listening to Michigan Real Talk.